Tiny PNG makes the weight, like basically the pixel size, like smaller. So if you don't know how photography works, or maybe you do, if you make the image smaller, if it's like a really tiny image, you don't need very many pixels because it doesn't need to have a high quality resolution. But if you're printing something large, you want it to have a high quality resolution, because if you've ever printed something with low quality and then you blow it up, it has a bunch of pixelations and dots because it didn't have the high quality resolution. So Tiny PNG helps you take out that weight, especially for websites. You don't want a whole lot of weight in your back end. So yeah, so I uploaded it to my website, and then I'm going to add new post. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. So, let's see. Okay, let's go to add new post. And then there's lots of different ways to write a blog post, and I'm doing it a bit differently today, so it might take me a minute to figure things out. I'm not going to write the whole blog post live because that just takes way too long. Like, it takes me between 2 to 3 hours to actually write a full blog post with SEO, and yeah, okay. Sorry, it's hard for me to talk and do things at the same time. So first thing I'm going to do is set featured image, and I just uploaded that. If you are doing SEO, sometimes it's good to just rename things here. So this, let's see. I'm here now. So right here. So the title of this blog post is, I'm going to talk about what I'm doing right now. So let's see. I want to talk about my podcast, which I just uploaded. You can check that out. I posted it on my profile. Let's see, what should we call this? It's good to think about what you're actually going to have as your keywords, because that's pretty much how people search you. It is how people search you. So you really want to think about your keywords. Okay, so this blog post is going to be about the writing process. It talks about creative blocks, printing your book. What else does it talk about? Creative blocks, and the creative process, and taking breaks and things. Taking mental breaks. Okay. Caption, you could just take a portion of this. You want it to be a little different, but this just saves time writing. Okay. And then you want to make the description a bit more like a sentence. So this blog talks about the creative blocks, yeah, and taking mental notes. Okay. So that's actually pretty good. Alt text is your keyword, so you're gonna put writing process. And I hope I'm spelling everything right. Sometimes I need to check on my phone, but I'm recording with my phone, so don't be too hard on me if I spelled something wrong. Okay, writing process. Okay. Set featured image. And honestly, what I'm going to do, so it makes the blog even easier, is I'm just going to copy the description. Copy. This makes it a lot easier. And I downloaded a plugin called Yoast SEO. I don't know if it works on all websites. I know it doesn't work on free websites, most likely. I don't know if you can do plugins on free websites. But this is a WordPress site, so you can download plugins. So this plugin is called Yoast SEO, and I really like it for doing my SEO. Okay, right now I'm going into the meta description, and I'm just going to paste what I put in my back office image description. I wish you could see the image at the same time. It makes it more interesting to look at. But you can only see one thing at a time. Let me try to move my camera. See if I can do a little bit of a not really. But at least you can see what I'm doing better now. Sorry for clearing my throat. Just a little sick. Okay. That's probably decent. I don't really want that in the shot. Okay, so I just wrote the meta description. It's not going green yet because I just want to basically just get this all put in. We should probably name this post. So what are we gonna name this post? And I always go through and change things. So if it doesn't work for you, change it. The easiest way I found to do SEO is to just copy and paste everything. Yay, it went green. So just adding the keyword. And yeah, adding the keyword down here too. Okay. Don't worry about the readability analysis because you didn't write your blog post yet. And most of the readability is word count and transition words, as well as good content as well. And then something called active voice. Passive voice. You want the passive voice, which is more of an explaining voice rather than a telling voice. So you want to explain things to get good SEO. Okay, so you want to write the slug is what's going to appear here in the link. So when you share it, it will share that. And then this is what appears on Google right here. Then I always like to write more in the title because it allows Google to search better. So the writing process, creating self-published book, creating self-published book, the writing process, creating you just have to play around with it. It's interesting because Google really likes choppy, short, I don't want to say the word broken English, but it does in a way like broken words. Okay. Creating, and then you just want to look at how this flows. Like if you were someone just searching Google, would you click on it? So the writing process, and then I watched a video that says you should keep your site title here. So my site title is Fuzzy Dragon Books because it helps your branding. So the writing process, Fuzzy Dragon Books, creating self-published book. Yeah, that's all right. And then you can talk about here, this blog talks about, then you can be a little more specific. Talks about getting over creative blocks, printing your book, the creative process, and taking mental breaks. And right here, the writing process is a journey. And I want, okay, so too long. The writing process is a journey, exclamation mark. Looks good. You can always come back and change everything you're writing in case it doesn't really go later or you find something better to say. Okay, and then I'm gonna add a text box. Okay, don't know what I'm gonna say yet, but I'm just gonna put the title, the writing process, and then I like subtitles. The writing process, creating your book from scratch. Yeah, I was like, scratch. Creating your book from scratch. And then we're gonna do these little cute things. Oops. And I'm just gonna make it. And then you can just start writing. But what I like to do is then go down here and take my description. So that way I know I'm always on topic. It's a really good way to write things. And then what I do is I make these a separate topic. And now you have basically what's going to be your blog post. It's going to be really easy, and then you can always just remind yourself in conclusion to wrap it up. In conclusion, that looks pretty good. And so then I would go in and fill all of these in and write a really good blog post. And then eventually, as you can see here, right here, this is from the Yoast SEO plugin. My readability turned green, which it wasn't before, but I just added some words, so it's now green. And my SEO just says okay. So you can go back down the list and see why it just says okay. It's most likely transition words and word count, because you have to have at least 300 words to make this turn green, and I probably only have about 50. And then I also don't really have any transition words except for the in conclusion. Google likes transition words because it makes it easier to read. I really like that Google actually likes quality content. It makes it kind of awesome. Like, you know, when like you're searching Google, you're going to get quality things you're searching for. So yeah, Google, go Google. Okay, so you can see here, focus key phrase is not green. So that means I need to have it more in my post. And yeah, so this right here tells me what I'm missing in my blog post to make it go green for SEO. So text length, I only have 34 words. I need 300 at least. Key phrases and subheading, use more key phrases. So basically I need to use the word writing process more in my blog post. There's no external or internal links, so I'm not linking to another site right now, and I'm not linking to my own site right now. Those all help SEO. Okay, that's where I'm going to stop today. I think that was a really good SEO tutorial slash blog writing tutorial. It was really fun. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. I will talk to you guys soon. Hope this was beneficial for someone. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, or see more videos.